It took really long to get this, but I finally have it. I'm going to revamp the desert well in my own style. I had to do the place feature command, by the way, to get this. Okay. First things first. Oh. Okay, what am I gonna do? It's a well, so step one to make this thing look good. Okay, I'm gonna want this. I'm gonna want this. Is it possible to pick block? Okay. First things first. I'm gonna need to get rid of this water for now. The first thing, I want to make this thing a thing you want to actively seek out, okay? Otherwise, what would be the point of it? So the first thing I'm gonna do is make it look good, then I'm gonna add some functionality to it, okay? I'm gonna make this thing a bit deep in the middle. Actually, screw it. How about, you know, I desecrated this thing. I'm gonna make another one. This thing is, dead. I need a reference for me to make one, actually. I'm gonna make one from scratch. So, I have a desert well placed now. I can now build a new one, about the plot that this previous one was, because why not? Or maybe right next to it. I don't really care. So first things first, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, okay? Why not? This is a 5 by 5. This is gonna be a little too big for a well. I'm really hungry right now, but I don't care. I'm getting this well done. Why am I sliding around so much? I ended up making it 7 by 7 on accident. Whatever. Idea. Oops. Oh no. How do I do that? C1? Okay. Oops. What will I not use? How loud was that? I'm hoping not too loud. I'm gonna go close my window. Okay. There. You know what? Why not put a chest in there? Because there's gonna be loot under that, right? So, it's gonna be just like really low quality though. Really, really low quality. It doesn't even need to have loot. Because why not have some creeper faces on it? That's the only reason. Have some of those. Do not have any of that. Actually, you know what, better idea? How about that? That looks cool. It's like there's like a shrine in the middle to the creeper. Oh, that looks awesome. Imagine you're in the desert, right? And you come across this. That would be so cool. Even better yet, actually, I have a better idea. So, I'm gonna go with... Where's water bucket? Imagine coming across this in the desert. You would be so glad to finally have some water for your brewing. Which one would you rather come across in the desert? Be honest. Thought so. Especially when you see stuff like that in the distance. Like, that versus that. Which one has more love? Obviously that. Now imagine coming across this in the desert. This compared to this. Look how small this is. Look how little room there is to move around. And look at this. Which one looks more like a well as well? Thought so. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna hurt me. Which one looks more like a generic well? I don't really care. This is trash. Update the desert well to make it look like this. Come on. This looks awesome. And I didn't even use very many blocks as well. So, could make it like that if you wanted. This one also gives more room for creativity, I believe. I also believe that if you came across both of these, this one would foster up more creativity. This one could be the centerpiece of a vast civilization. Just kidding. This could be the centerpiece of like a little player village. A little village of players. This is trash. This needs to go. I'm also going to test out this place feature command a little bit more. Huh? The heck? Fine, place structure. Imagine coming across one of these in the desert, though. That'd be funny. How do I set random tick speed? On Bedrock, you just go into settings. Jesus, why was that so complicated? Oh my god. Why is the fire not going faster? How do I make fire spread faster? Why can I not sprint in the air? This is so painfully slow. There's 2 villages? Wow. Three villages, what? Obviously I'm going to that temple. Is it raining? Interesting. Are there any more that are really, really close by? Because I can't sprint in the air, which is quite annoying. No? Okay. Yeah, maybe. 1, 2, 3. That's insanely close together. That one has one right next to it. That one has right next to it. This one has none right next to it. Look at them walking around, it's so funny. Why do they all seem to be going to one spot? Another village. Another village. There's like 20 villages all right next to each other. Here, I'm gonna pause the recording until I'm done. I just saved you guys from like quite a few minutes of placing TNT to fill almost every nook and crank. Just kidding. I'm not that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person who does a half-assed job and then pretends that it's full. However, I did fill pretty much every single thing. I almost activated it before I was ready. I need to show you pretty much what I did. As you can see, pretty much like half of the thing is filled. There's 3x3 there. Pretty much the few places I didn't do were back here. Oh, that's where that bat is. And also the opposite side over here didn't fill this in. Because what kind of psychopath does that? I was gonna fill these, and then I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna make a pillar. This thing, however, I did fill all of the blocks in this top pyramid thing, which, fun fact, is exactly the right size to make a full beacon. I did every single one of those except for one, which I accidentally forgot, and I forgot where it is. So, yeah. Did I do both sides? No. Why are there so many bats in here? There seems to be a bat infestation, and they all seem to be so dumb they don't know how to get out. Well, not my problem if they can't get out. Because I'm about to drop a thing down here. Better idea, because that didn't seem to work. I'm gonna drop a bunny. Actually, screw it. Creeper. They need to get a taste of their own medicine. Ah, yeah. Sound peaceful. Where's the moon? That was awesome. How much damage did I do to the village? Surprisingly none. I'm surprised at how little damage there is. Like, the most damage that appeared is like block there. And like this path got touched barely. That's amazing how little damage just occurred. Slimes are dumb. Hold on. That kind of looks like it could be a little house. Oops. Rest in pieces, mother trucker. That's awesome. That's it for this video. Have a nice day. These villagers must be so confused. Holy. Is this one village now? Did I merge the two villages? Look at this. There's this like snowing. There's just floating snow. Haha, you can no longer protect your village. Lol, 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 lol. Oh, it's just floating there. Just some floating snow. Because I can't have snow that floats. Unless you're on bedrock, where snow can fall and not just shatter. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck? Those what the? That was weird. Oh, poor kitty. I have an idea for my next video. Oh shit, I closed Minecraft instead of my phone app. Eh, whatever.